Hope you enjoy it tonight. Great to have you with us from Purcell Pavilion. Fairleigh Dickinson and Notre Dame, and we are underway here on the Notre Dame campus. There we are. Your officials for tonight's game, making the impartial calls in this non-conference game: Lou Andrikakis, Gary Prager, and Dwayne Gladden. Astoria will dump it down low to Connaughton, and a quick triple team. He got rid of it and found Grant. His first touch of the night, Sean, and you mentioned it in our opening comments. Each team looking to get off to a quick start.
Great first possession for FDU. Threw a little bit of a zone at Notre Dame. Messed up their tempo a little bit. Great, good possession for the defense.
There is Jones, number 24. He pumped in a career-high 22 in their victory against Princeton on Wednesday night. First minute of the basketball game. And it's the second game of the day here at Purcell Pavilion. Nice pump fake inside, but a block. Here come the Irish on the attack, 3-on-2. Grant puts it over to August, the big man inside. Jackson back to Grant. There's the pump fake. Off the mark that time, a little too strong. And Notre Dame will keep it as that rebound is tipped out of bounds. Get a look at Greg Herenda, the veteran coach in his second season here at Fairleigh Dickinson. And there's Mike Bray in his 15th year here at Notre Dame. Picked up his 400th overall win in the season opener this year. August has it stripped away, and it is off of Zach August. Fairleigh Dickinson takes over. If you're the Fairleigh Dickinson Knights here, Sean, what do you think are the keys to keeping your composure, playing with poise here in a very tough environment?
Yeah, taking care of the basketball. We talked about it earlier. This Notre Dame team doesn't turn it over. They just did there. So huge start for Fairleigh Dickinson. Controlling this tempo, controlling the turnover battle will be very important.
Darian Anderson goes and gets it after it was tipped away by Jackson. So no shot clock reset there, and they have 10 to shoot. This is McDonald, little fadeaway, left it short. The offensive board by Xavier Harris. Fairleigh Dickinson 3-3 now after that win against Princeton. 1-2 in true road games this year. Harris backs down. Kick it out to Jones. A two-man game right now. And it's stolen away. So Grant comes up with the steal. Wide open in the corner. Connaughton, yes.
That's where Grant has really done a good job this year, setting up teammates. Connaughton running down to the corner, stretching the defense. Great find from Grant.
Well, Notre Dame, Sean, leading the nation in field goal percentage entering this game. 56.6%. Matt McDonald at 29 against Princeton, takes it to the hole. And a reverse layup underneath, little off balance there, will not go down. 3-0 Irish on the three-pointer by Pat Connaughton, the senior. Astoria dumps it down low to August. And he is quickly fouled. They'll get Darius Stokes on the foul. Take a look back here at the steal here. And you'll see Grant taking it down court and finding the open man in the corner. And that was Connaughton. He misfires here from the top of the key. And the Knights come down trying to tie it up with a three of their own. They'll try it. And it's short. And Anderson, a 40% three-point shooter. Off the mark there. Astoria in and out. And they're letting it fly early here tonight, partner.
One too many threes. You want to try to get a couple of easy ones here. Okay, with wide open threes. You don't want to force any shots.
Shot clock to work with. Jackson look to get a better angle, and there's the cutback to the basket. Connaughton with the finish.
Great defense by Fairleigh Dickinson to cut off Jackson's drive. But Jackson kept his head up, found the cutting Connaughton for the easy deuce.
5-zip Notre Dame, and a kicked ball. And the Knights will inbound on the sideline. Notre Dame, so you take a look there at Mike Bray. I mentioned leading the nation in field goal shooting, and not surprising along that same line, third in the country in total points scored. They are averaging 85 points a game. Top of the key, partially blocked by Connaughton. Here comes Grant with it.
That's not the look that you want. Fairleigh Dickinson contested three. Get a little more ball movement.
There's August slamming it down. Another great feed by Jackson. Zach August had 21 against Michigan State. It's 7-0 Notre Dame. This is Jones, the senior out of Philadelphia. A jump shot top of the key. And August clears. Anderson 0 for 2 from long range. Terrific shooter for Greg Horinda. There's Jackson out front. Not this time. Skying for the rebound. Darius Stokes. We'll be talking about this a lot tonight. What a day for the Stokes family. His sister playing for the UConn Huskies, who defeated Notre Dame in women's basketball earlier this afternoon. August down low, finds open man. That's Vistoria, no good. But Grant there to gather it in for the Irish. I know you like Jaron Grant's preparation and the way he comes out early, gets himself ready to play, right?
Yeah, he's got a great routine to start the ball. About 90 minutes before the ball game, gets up a lot of shots, good sweat. And that's the reason for the great shooting in games.
Get it down low. This is McDonald. They need a big night from him tonight. Also this guy, Jones. Yes.
Fairleigh Dickinson needed that desperately, struggling to score the basketball. Finally get an open look for Jones. Good kick out from McDonald.
You come into a game like this as an underdog, Sean, you do need something positive to happen early, right?
Absolutely. You got to get that confidence, and that might have been the play to do it offensively for Fairleigh Dickinson.
Two close range shots, rim out. Connaughton and August. Notre Dame coming off that win against Michigan State in overtime, 79-78. They're now 7-1 and 6-0 here at Purcell Pavilion. Jones fouled, and he'll be at the line for two when we come back. Early lead for the Irish. First half action from South Bend. The Irish with the early lead on Fairleigh Dickinson, 13:41 to go first half. Sean, we talked about the big win for Notre Dame against Michigan State. What a night for Demetrius Jackson and, of course, Jaron Grant, really delivering in the clutch for the Irish.
Yeah, just a huge game for Notre Dame. Big confidence boost, and their backcourt is playing fantastic so far in the early season. And you can see Jackson getting some looks late in that ball game, really going to the basket. Big key for Notre Dame. Get another guy that can create off the dribble other than just Jerry Grant and Pat Connaughton.
You see their numbers in that game. Both of those point totals represented career highs.
And they've really carried that team. Fantastic shooting night, scoring night for those two. They do a really good job playing off one another. You can see each other setting the other guy up. Grant's just done a fantastic job of getting assists so far this year, really elevating this game.
Well, Jones, they say, was not in the act of shooting, so Fairleigh Dickinson ball on the restart. Top. The ball over to Harris. And this Malachi Nix, number 2, into the game for the first time, helping out at the point guard spot. Long bomb by Mustafa is perfect. 2 or 3 feet behind the arc.
Yeah, his range is as soon as he enters the gym. Connaughton was there. Good hand in the face, just better shot by Jones. He's already knocked down 2 from behind the arc.
Jones draws the defensive assignment on Grant, but now into that 2-3 zone look, trying to match up as much as they can when Grant touches the ball. McDonald and Jones up top. This is Connaughton with it. 6 to shoot for the Irish. From the corner, no good by Austin Burgett.
Really important for Fairleigh Dickinson to find shooters out of that zone, and there's a heat check from Jones that time.
Same spot on the court, but look who rips the ball away. It was McDonald. And Nix wants to reset the offense. And nicely done by Matt McDonald, the sophomore out of Buffalo. Now go to Jones again. Nice move. And Stokes with it, top of the key, and the pass knocked away, but it deflects off McDonald. And you know, Sean, we were talking about Notre Dame's propensity to score points, among the top in the nation, but they also lead the ACC in steals, so a very active defensive team as well.
And coming into the season, two things Mike Bray really talked about was defense and rebounding, and both have been superb so far this year. And for a team that handles the basketball so well, they don't turn it over. If they can turn over their opponents, it's a big advantage in every game.
Connaughton to Bastoria, and right back to Connaughton, who's started every game in his Notre Dame career, and another great back cut by Connaughton, the senior. And he has 7.
Everybody talks about Connaughton's shooting, rebounding. Both have been outstanding, but I think he's best when he is on the move, just like that, getting to the rim. He's so athletic and able to finish around the basket.
Stop at Jones. Lost the handle on that handoff, and here is Grant to the bucket, and the finger roll is good, and Greg Arenda wants a timeout.
And he wants to talk this one over, because right now it is Notre Dame that's being aggressive. That's a 50-50 ball right there. Steve Astori does a great job of diving on the floor. You love this if you're a coach. It leads to the run out. And going into a game, you always talk about it. Last thing you talk about in the locker room is which team's going to be the first one to get on the floor, get on a loose basketball. There it is. Jones could have had it. Astoria dives, sacrifices the body. It leads to an easy break for Grant. It's a great sign. You'd love to see that if you're Mike Bray.
Well, the only loss of the season for the Irish was to Providence, a 75-74 loss to the Friars back on the 23rd of November. Great to have you with us tonight for our coverage of college basketball on Jimmy V Week here on the ESPN family of networks. David Wilson, Sean Harrington, our producer and director is Sam Ramos. Kelly O'Connell, our stage manager here courtside. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. A big day of basketball here on the University of Notre Dame campus. UConn Huskies winning the day for the Fighting Irish women. Down low, nice post move underneath, and the finish by Xavier Harris, averaging 7 a game. He picks up his first 2. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.